good? Sunday morning, I'm on my way to church. Take this bag off. Read that line real quick before we get there. So, man, last beginning of another week. I'm really excited. Y'all, I'm really, I won't say really. I'm much closer to the start of my podcast. There's just been some things I've been trying to line up. I do have my cover for my podcast. I'm actually planning on posting it on IG, but the thing is, I know once I post it, people are gonna be expecting it. So I've been trying to kind of wait until I knew I had some more pieces in place before I post the cover photo for my podcast. So I just want to get a few more things lined up before I actually post that, because I want to be prepared to handle the questions or expectations of the podcast beginning because I posted a photo. Yo, my glass, I hate that it'd be like a green glare like on the glasses. I don't know why it's always green, like unless I get that right angle where it's like not catching the glare, it's like it's green. I don't know. Y'all good with them. I'll take them off. It don't matter. But yeah, so I'm holding. I'm waiting to post that cover until I have a few more pieces in place. But I am much closer to us launching the podcast and really getting into that. I already got a couple of guests lined up that I want to have on. A lot of them being friends of mine, my brothers and my sisters that, are on their path, on their journey. And, I just want to have some of them come on and share, what their experiences have been like, and, tell you about their brands and what they're doing out here independently. Some of them are still a part of corporate America, or working a job. Some of them aren't, but each person can tell you about their experiences along the way. And I believe that us hearing from multiple people will help us to get to a starting point, because I think that's the biggest thing for most of us is starting. I mean, even with me with the podcast, it's like, even with the things that I'm lining up, I mean, I guess it's kind of both. It's like I have started working on it, but I haven't started actually producing it. But I mean, I guess it's mainly kind of talking about how people just hesitate starting, period, And I think that hearing from some other people that have been in your shoes, that have been at that starting line, waiting to hear the gun to start, or waiting for a sign, or waiting for somebody to tell you to start, I think that this podcast will definitely help people get started. And it will also give people a lot of tips, steps, pointers, guidance, instruction as to how to successfully start various types of businesses, because everybody that I'm going to be speaking to is not necessarily involved in the same types of businesses. It's like I got friends involved in all types of different things, and I know that through this process I'm going to be meeting new people. I actually want to get like a lot of different types of businesses and people. Like I even want to include some different fields, because I want to hear from everybody. Everybody has a unique journey, I don't want to exclude people, but it definitely will be people that I'm inspired by, because I know that there's something to gain from y'all hearing some of these stories. There's some people who know me or look at me or look up to me or see me as somebody inspirational, and I mean that's a beautiful thing. But I think that what I'm learning on my journey is like it's so important to find the source, to find the root of people's success, or and I know that can be deeper. I could definitely go deeper into that, but source is important in my life. Like I like to know why things are the way they are, why things happen this way, why these things are happening. I don't just like let things happen and not try to understand them, why they happen or why they are the way they are and what can be done to change them, if anything. So I believe that getting some perspective from some other people that inspire me, you have the opportunity to kind of see the source of where I gain, or sources of where I gain knowledge and inspiration and guidance. These people that are my friends, like I'm inspired by them, and sometimes we have talks and these people keep the fire under me, like they keep me going because I'm hearing their stories, their struggles, or what they're overcoming, and it's like, man, that motivates me, like, man, so there is a way, I can overcome this. And I'm sure it's mutual, sometimes mutual exchanges, a lot of times, where, I may do something for them, but the podcast is going to be a platform to where this knowledge will be able to be presented, and so like that, and that's some of the things that I'm working on. Like I want to be able to provide video. I don't want to just do an audio podcast. I want to provide video because I want people to be able to not only hear. I'm gonna make that an auto zone. That's crazy. I want people to not only be able to hear, but people to be able to see. Sometimes seeing is believing, you know what I mean? So sometimes hearing it, I like to hear podcasts. Like when I'm riding, I listen to certain podcasts, or I don't necessarily have to see the video for a podcast, but it doesn't hurt either. If I can see it, I feel like I'm more engaged, when I can see them and I see their feelings or their emotions being expressed as they share their stories, So, I'm right now trying to just lock in on my scenery and, what do I want my set or background to look like on my podcast, so I knew I could have started with just a wall, but I didn't want to do that. I just didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted to have a set when I started it, like a look, a scene, that, wow, okay. But I'm probably gonna post the picture like in the next, I don't know, I was gonna say like 2 to 3 weeks, but I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. I might just feel it and just post it tomorrow. I don't know. But we'll see. Just have to see how I'm feeling and see how where I'm led. Right now, I need to wait. You know what I'm saying? I've been just hold off and let's get some other things in order. I have been more active with my music lately, so that has occupied a lot of my time. Because when I was getting DYIG started and going, I kind of had to fall back from music. So being able to get back to music has been good on me, like good for me. Music does so much for me. So that break away from it was hard, man, to not be engaged in music or involved in music, trying to get the clothes together and the brand together. But now I've been in a space where I've been able to focus more on the music. I've been working on some things, definitely a lot of production. And I'll probably make a video about that one day, like about my music production. I mean, why not? Some of y'all already know about that, but some may not. So, you know, just being able to share some records that I've been a part of, or my team has been a part of. I don't know, I'm just kind of talking now about my plans. Plans for the future. But definitely new music on the way, podcasts on the way, and what else is on the way? New clothes. Got some new drops. Some new drops about to drop for the summer. So I'm just trying to strategically plan and place everything so that I don't, you know, overlook anything, or so that something doesn't get, you know, kind of like swept under the rug, or, you know, I don't know, overlooked, is that the right word? I just want to make sure everything has its time, and, you know, everything has an opportunity to be seen or revealed, and people have an opportunity to enjoy it before I come back with something else. But hey, if everything falls at the same time, that's cool too. I'm down. I'm learning. It's a journey, and I'm just staying committed to it. I want to help a lot of y'all get to that same space of being able to create for yourself. You know, creating opportunities, creating jobs for yourself, your family, your friends, and even being able to grow as entrepreneurs to you know, employers, to where you're able to actually employ some people that you may not know, may or may not know. So yeah, we're just moving. We're moving. We're staying open to growth and learning how to do that. How did I do that? Well, I started by watching videos, reading books, being introduced to people that were doing those things, and just staying connected to that. You know, disconnecting from things that weren't really adding value to my life, and connecting to those things that were. You know what I mean? Less videos of drama and ESPN, and I know some people are like, but ESPN, man, I love ESPN. So do I. I love sports. You know, I love all of that. But I can't put ESPN or watching sports before building my own life or my own career, my own finances. Most of the athletes that we watch on ESPN are millionaires, right? So they've already tapped into their millions. Even the referees in these sports are probably 9 times out of 10 making more money than we making individually, right? And that's not a knock or a diss. It's saying that as we sit and watch these sports from day to day, all day, or watch these sports commentators, ESPN, Sports Center all day long, we're engaged in that and understanding and watching someone else's million, unless you're an athlete that's pursuing that route. But if not, I feel like I could be using that time to work on myself, to build my own business, so that I too can touch 1 million. You know, like these athletes that I sit and watch. And again, I'm not saying you shouldn't watch sports, you can't watch sports, none of that. I'm just saying I made a decision at a certain point to start less of that and put more time into things that will build me up. Reading books about business, reading books about my history, you know, my creation, reading, you know, watching videos from other people that have been on this journey or started this journey. Other people that believe what I believe. Other people that want to create like I want to create. Other people that want to have some things for themselves and leave to their families like me, you know. So you just gotta, you know how they say you are what you eat. If you eat BS, you know what I'm saying? And I guess the main thing is, like, when I say with those sports things, I just want to clear this up before I end this video. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with sports. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I'm a big fan too. You know what I'm saying? Of basketball, football. But I can't be so caught up in the sports world, or even like the Real Housewives and stuff like that, like that people watch. I'm just naming things that people watch, you know, besides sports. Your thing might not be sports. It might be hip hop, Atlanta, or whatever they be calling it. But that may be your thing. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, it's like, sometimes I've seen people like get into whole arguments about either this athlete or that athlete, or about this show and that show on TV. It's like real arguments about the fight. And it'd be like, why are you so engaged? Why are you so emotionally connected to these people that you probably will never meet in your life, right? Meanwhile, you laid on your bills, you laid on your rent. It's like we haven't gotten to a point of seeing that, man, we be so distracted with other things that are not helping or benefiting us in any way. It's having us emotionally tied and connected to situations that we don't have no control of. Child, you heard he cheated on her. Child, girl, they got to fight him at the bar. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be so connected to things that really add no value. So, I don't know, this another one of them videos that might not make it, because I was talking about things that I had coming up or things going on, and I ended up talking about not getting emotionally caught up in television. So yeah, that's all, y'all, man. I ain't gonna keep y'all all day like that, man. I'm about to go and hit a church, y'all. Y'all have a great day, wonderful day, have a wonderful week. Whatever day it is for y'all watching. I don't know yet. But I love y'all. Peace.